Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer. Thank you for clicking on my clip. I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. Please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip.
What happens to a child where the attachment need is not compatible with the need for authenticity? In other words, if I'm authentic, my parents will reject me. If I feel what I feel and express what I feel and insist on my own truth, my parents can't handle it. And parents convey those messages unconsciously all the time. Not because they mean to, not because they don't love the child, not because they're not trying to do their best, but because they themselves are suppressed, or traumatized, or hurt, or stressed. And what does the child do with that? Well, if I give up my attachment for the sake of authenticity, I lose my relationships on which my life depends. Therefore, there's no question. What becomes suppressed is our authenticity, our emotions. And then we become 25 and 30, or 35, 40, and we don't know who we are.
It's exactly what happened to me. I didn't know who I was. I had suppressed myself so much. I was the problem. So then I overgave to everyone to show everyone how nice I am, not understanding that energy doesn't lie. Our souls don't lie. There's no secrets in the universe. All the wisdom and knowledge is in every single soul. But my subconscious was lying to me, and I felt lonely for most of my life. I'm going to read this quote, and then let me show you how I felt for most of my life. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views that others find inadmissible. So I'm still kind of getting through a lot of what happened to me in my childhood. But let me show you my website and go over my origin story. Here's my car. That's the car I bought from working at Hot Dog on a Stick. Green's my favorite color. I love it. Okay. But let me get into, there I was at 5 years old in elementary school and kindergarten. And this statue is how I felt for most of my life. And that statue is a grieving parent. And when I resonated with that 2 years ago, I had not fully accepted yet that I had been raped and that I had had forced abortions. But that was me. That's how I felt. So before healing over the past year and a half with JC, my only memory from kindergarten, and I believe we were in kindergarten together based on where we lived and other events, but very difficult for me to talk about this. So my memory before the past year and a half was me alone in the kindergarten room and kind of dark, just playing with toys alone. And then I remember I went to 4 elementary schools. I always had problems making friends. Always had problems. In middle school, I had one friend, and when she wasn't there, she would plan for me to eat lunch with someone she knew. And then in high school, I basically entered high school without friends. And JC, who was he? He was ASB president. Super good looking, super popular. Dad's a surgeon, tons of money. And there I was, got my own job when I was 14. But this statue really helped me see myself and understand myself and just kind of resonate with myself and go, oh, that's me. So if you resonate, if you feel that lonely, I understand you. And a lot of people feel that lonely. And this is why loneliness is an epidemic right now. And this is exactly how I felt. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views that others find inadmissible. And I'm experiencing that in my own family right now. Last year, after I published my book, I started looking at all of these signs and synchronicities that was shown to me. And around my birthday, June 25th, and that's the whole write-up that I just showed you goes into that, but that I'm the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. That was a lot for me to accept. But it's, my family's not having a good time with that. They were really upset that I helped Andrew Tate, and then me saying this is like a whole another level. So we are taking a break right now. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more conversations about psychology, healing, and the divine feminine, and pick up a free copy of my ebook below. Take care.